What is up, guys? Ashbfc here, and welcome to Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem for Nintendo GameCube. And in my opinion, this is definitely one of the best GameCube games, and I'd say it's up there as one of the best horror games. I think it's absolutely brilliant and really underrated, and it deserved a lot more success. It was a shame, really, that it was a GameCube exclusive. That probably hurt it, really, because, well, the GameCube wasn't the best-selling console, was it? But this is a game I've wanted to do for a hell of a long time. In fact, I actually started doing a walkthrough of this game, God, 3, maybe even 4 years ago. It was a while back now. I was capturing it directly from the GameCube with one of those old Dazzle devices, which freaking sucked. It was the best I had at the time, and it was non-commentary because I didn't really know how to do commentary back then. And I wasn't happy with it, you know, just with the quality and everything. And I think I cancelled after like 2 videos or something, but I've always wanted to, you know, get back to redoing it, and well, now it's fully playable on the Dolphin emulator, so here we go. So yeah, as I said, this is a horror game. We get to play as I think it's 12 different characters actually from different time periods, which is really cool. We've got a great story to it, and one of the standout features of this game is the sanity effects. As you like encounter monsters and stuff in the game, you start to lose sanity, and the lower it drops, the more the game will start to fuck with you. And it really does start to fuck with you. It's really cool, and you'll see as we play the game. It's really awesome, and it's the first time I'd ever seen anything like that when I first played this game, so it was really cool. So yeah, it is running. I'm running this on the Dolphin emulator. It ain't perfect. We're gonna have the odd stutter here and there, maybe the odd audio issue, but nothing major. It's fine for the most part, more than playable. So without further ado, here we go. Eternal Darkness.
Flesh, bone, bound together with the oddest magical incantation. This wretched book is where it all began so long ago. Before time, before humanity. I am Dr. Edward Roivas. I am a clinical psychologist. I am also dead. This is not my story, nor even the story of the Roivas family. It is the story of humanity. Like it or not, believe it or not, as you will. Your perceptions will not change reality, but simply color it. Humanity has been on the edge of extinction for 2 millennia, ignorant of so much and dependent on so few. The Guardians grow restless, their time once again near. Whether by fate or misfortune, my family has crossed their path, and they didn't take kindly to it. Their attention turns to my granddaughter, for she is the last of my line, and the last hope for humanity.
Yeah, that green flash we see there, that's an emulator issue. You can turn it off, but that means I won't be able to run it at a high resolution, so it's nothing to do with that. But, okay, here we go. Bear with me while I get used to the GameCube controls. I always get B and A mixed up. I feel like they should have been the other way around, but as you can see here, we can actually aim at different parts of the monsters, which is cool. But I've run out of ammo. Uh-oh.
Remember me, Alex.
Hello?
Miss Alexandra Roivas?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Inspector LaGrasse of the Rhode Island Police. I'm sorry to disturb you, but there's been an accident with your grandfather.
I'll be on the next flight out.
Ah, Miss Roivas. I'm pleased to meet you. I trust you had a pleasant trip?
Yes, I suppose so, considering.
Yes, my condolences. This is most unpleasant. It's a shame we couldn't meet under brighter circumstances.
Yes, it is. Can we get this over with, please?
Of course, this way. But I must warn you, it's not a pleasant sight. I'm afraid there's not much to see. Miss Roivas, is that your grandfather, Edward?
Yes, it's him. He's wearing our family ring. I don't understand. Why are you showing me this? Can't you check dental records or something? What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. It's my job, lady. You're the only living relative, and no, we can't check dental records. There's no head. None of this makes sense. There's no sign of intrusion, and there was certainly a lot of force used here. I have never seen anything like this in my 20 years on the force. We have no evidence except for the body, and what's left doesn't say much. We don't have a single clue.
Well, you better find out who did this. I'm not leaving Rhode Island until you do. There must be some clue in this old mansion revealing what happened. I want answers.
So do I. I wish I had some.
Alright, 2 weeks later. Do you recognise Alex's voice? Metal Gear fans should. Dr. Naomi Hunter. In fact, a whole bunch of the voice actors of this game also did voices for Metal Gear Solid, so yeah. Anyway, shocked by her grandfather's mysterious death and frustrated at the incompetence of the local police, Alex vows to uncover the truth. She decides to search the mansion, the place where Edward conducted his research. If there was a tie to his past, or possibly a tie to his murder, it would be here. Alright. Let's have a little look around this mansion, see what's going on. See, again, I'm getting B and A mixed up. I should probably switch these controls around in the settings. So I'm using a 360 controller, and it's all different to how the GameCube was. A beautiful carriage clock. The hands appear to be stuck, yet the clock continues to tick. With the creepy whispers, stop! With the time permanently set to 3:33. That's something you want to bear in mind there. There is a key in the back of the clock, presumably for winding it. Should Alex look at the key? Go on then. Alex picks up the desk clock and pulls the key from it. However, there is something odd about the key. It isn't for winding it at all. It looks like a dresser key. Alright, so we got a dresser key. Interesting. Let's have a little look upstairs. Yeah, it's got a great atmosphere, this game. Very creepy. Well, that door is locked. Some creepy pictures as well. Portraits of the ancestral Roivas line, the foyer walls. Their faces reveal a dark, brooding edge. There is something about each one that gives the viewer an unsettling feeling. Yeah, definitely. Oh, nothing we could do up there since the only door up there is locked. What's this? A wooden plaque is fastened to the door, taking the place of the lock. A coloured sigil. Oh, I know you pronounce that sigil, wouldn't you? Not sigil. A coloured sigil is carved into the wood above a wide slot. The slot is just wide enough to insert an arrow blade. I'm not used to reading stuff. For some reason I have a hard time doing so. Oh, we got a piano. A grand piano stands here, waiting in the hands of a decent musician. Unfortunately, Edward never really lived up to that description, and as such, the piano fell into disuse. The illustration features a collection of strange line designs related to each other in a cyclical manner. There appears to be some significance to it, but it isn't particularly evident. Okay. Let's go check out the other side. Alright, he's also locked. Which just leaves us with this door right here. This brings us to some sort of study or library or whatever. Alright. There's some weird device in here, but we needn't worry about that for now. We'll come back to that another time. In the warm glow of candlelight, the Rivers family tree hangs from the wall. Shadows flitter across its surface, obscuring the detail. If one looks closely, the family's secrets are revealed. I just see someone hanging from a tree. What a lovely painting to have in your house. Really gives it that warm feeling. Jesus. Alright, I'll go to this grandfather clock right here. This looming grandfather clock seems to stand ominously in the corner, gazing on this empty room with an almost patriarchal air. Should Alex adjust the clock hands? Why not? If you remember that other clock in the front room, was stuck on 3:33. So we'll go ahead and put this clock to 3:33. There we go. We find a secret passageway. I like how Alex's head sort of like tries to look at stuff. Sometimes it looks real, like well, it's kind of funny. Found some sort of secret room. An aged page set inside a glass frame hangs on the wall. An insane scribbling covers the page, incomprehensible to Alex. Perhaps if Alex had some kind of tomb, it could be deciphered. Would you say tomb or tome? It's tomb, isn't it? Tomb, tome. Ah, who gives a shit? This Gothic cathedral is silhouetted against the stark light. The image is vicious and devoid of subtlety. Every brushstroke echoes the spikes of the architecture, imbuing a violent feeling, as though the building itself is a harsh imposition on reality. A grim picture indeed. Seems to be a theme with these grim pictures. This looks like some kind of mask. The face is serene in composure, with a faint hint of a smile tugging at the corners of the mouth and eyes, closed in deep meditation. Well, an ancient Roman weapon, a gladius, is on display above the fireplace mantle, another token of eclectic junk. Alright, we've acquired a gladius. Let's go ahead and equip it, why not? Yeah! Look at that! Well, let's go look at this big book over here, so what's going on? Oh, There I go again, mixing the buttons up. A large leather-bound antique book rests upon the cluttered desk. Should Alex read the book? Why not?
I had no knowledge of what was to come, nor did I care. How the knowledge changed me, it will also change you. As you read this, you will come to learn fear as I have. You too will come to understand, or you will perish. To think that once I could not see beyond the veil of our reality. To see those who dwell behind. My life now has purpose, for I have learned the frailty of flesh and bone. I was once a fool. Where is quies candamest? Where is conservandai? Facusatis aquae sumant, et animus eorum conferma. Pugna huis, dia sit modo prima multarum, si inceptum conficiamus.
Quam primum, Centurio Augustus. I would like to compliment you once more on your battle tactics. Our enemies did not have a chance. Do you believe that it really exists, Centurion?
I do not doubt our Emperor's beliefs, or his orders. But if we are to retrieve the artifact, then we must be strong and patient. Come to us, pious Augustus.
Alright, so we're now in control of Pius Augustus, and this is in, is it 26 BC? Hell of a long time ago. Yes. A bunch of rotting corpses. Which are alive. So again, with the targeting system, you can take their heads off, which kind of makes them pretty useless because they can't see anymore. So it's always good to go for the head. Also, you take their arms as well; they can no longer attack you. Also, we can finish them off there when they're on the ground. Okay, it's something about the health meter there. We all know how that sort of stuff works. Lose your holy health, you die. Alright. So what have have we got here? A strange granite block lies on the floor. Well, let's take it with. Oh, my monster's incoming. Got another one of those blocks. Another one of them blocks. Uh-oh. No movement. We ain't going that way. Damn it. Well, it wouldn't let me move then, I got stuck. This game was originally meant to be coming out on Nintendo 64. Got a back for the GameCube. In fact, I think you can probably find some footage on YouTube of the game on the N64. Same went for Resident Evil 0 as well. That was also meant to be on Nintendo 64. So we've got another one of these blocks, all with different colours. We have a look at these things on the wall here. These all have the same symbols that were on those blocks. So all we need to do now is put in the right blocks. Go ahead and put the purple block in there. And the green one in there. Red one. And finally the blue one. Which has now lowered those bars there so we can get through that door which we previously passed. So let's head on back. Pious, you must prove your worth by destroying this statue. the targeting, which I already know about. So is that a statue? Yeah. Statue of Pius himself. There you go, I've proved my worth. Oh crap. He's a big guy there, isn't he? It can be a bit tricky as well, because like he sort of hits the sides and stuff. You know, be careful you don't get trapped, things like that. Alright, let's out with those guys. If I look at this over here, a button attached to a small pylon softly illuminates the room. A bizarre energy seems to radiate from it. Let's give it a push. Oh. Alright, now we have a choice to make. Okay, so we've got to pick one of the artifacts. Right, I think the red one, I'm pretty sure, makes enemies do more damage to you. Makes it a bit more powerful, so it makes the game a little bit harder. I don't think it makes a significant difference. I actually forget what blue does. That might be something to do with the magic. But green means you will you lose more sanity, so the game's going to screw with you more, which in my opinion's more fun. So we're going to go with this one. An effigy resembling a warped angel shaped from dark green emerald hovers effortlessly above the pedestal. We shall claim it.
Eons have passed since then,
Oi.
and I have learned much. I was once as naive as a child, but now my mind is sharp. With the power of Xel'lotath, I can now read the thoughts of others and make them raving mad with a mere suggestion. Face me, and you shall surely perish.
Oh man, Pius now looking pretty rough. In fact, he looks exactly like me in the morning before I've had a coffee. Anyway, Alex has acquired the Tome of Eternal Darkness. Okay, well, that's going to do it for this first episode. Been actually kind of a long one there. A bit longer than I would have liked. I'm sorry about that. But there you go. It's the first episode of Eternal Darkness. We're just getting started. We've yet to see the whole insanity stuff, which is just awesome. So, yeah, guys, there you go. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time.